Hello everybody, welcome back, welcome to my channel. My name is Gabriel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the LEGO Star Wars Trouble on Tatooine set. This set number 75299 for ages 7 and up with 276 pieces and 3 minifigures. And this was released in 2021 for around $30 in the United States. We're going to open it up now and see what we got inside. Let's see, we got bag number 3. The instructions, bag number 1, bag number 2, and that's it. I have opened this before. I just repackaged it in its original bags because I was really excited and wanted to get the figures out. But now we can move on to the speed build.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
Now that we've finished building, we can start by taking a look at the minifigures. So there are 3 figures included in this set, like I said in the intro. None of them are exclusive, but it is a cheap way to get a bunch of them, so that's nice. It comes with Mando, or the Mandalorian, or Din Djarin, and we got Grogu, the Child, and Tusken Raider. So starting off with Din Djarin, the Mandalorian here. Spoilers for Season 2 of Mandalorian if you guys still have not seen that yet. It's been out for a while now, but... yeah, so this is Mando after he has gotten all of his Beskar armor. And one thing that's really confused me, which is in the first Mandalorian sets, he's wearing his basic armor he started off in. And I don't understand that because throughout the entire season of Season 1, he has this suit. He got this in like the 2nd episode, so I don't understand why they had him in the first thing. But yeah, he's had this full-on armor in like episode 2, so yeah, there's not really much spoiling there, but yeah, it's a really nice design. I love this figure. I love the arm printing. Like, look at the details on the arms there. Like, you can see the little creature there, or whatever. I forgot what it was called, but that was the Mudhorn. Yeah, the Mudhorn that he fought with to get the egg for the Jawas. And then over here, you can see, just look at the little details, like on the wrist gauntlet there. You can see the Whistling Birds weapon. On the other side, you can see the flamethrower. So that's really amazing. I love that. And he comes with 2 blasters. He comes with the Ambin Pulse sniper rifle, which he uses to disintegrate people, which has been banned by the Empire and the Republic for wars, because with the disintegrations, it actually looks like it takes a couple seconds to disintegrate someone, but it actually hurts them for like an eternity, and they're like being tortured for it. So yeah, it's a very, very horrible weapon, and I can see why they don't allow it in the wars. And then he comes with this basic pistol that he has, which is meant to look like a cowboy kind of pistol, which is basically what the Mandalorian is. It's a space western. Can't get him up straight. This is this is the same piece they use for Jango Fett's gun. I call it the water hose gun because that's what they use in a lot of Lego City firefighter sets. That's what the hole is for, to wrap like the string around, or to tie the string there to make it look like a hose. But yeah, this is the 2nd version of Mando we've gotten. The other versions, or the first version was, you know, the one without the Beskar armor. The other ones were the winter version and the one with the jetpack. And this guy comes in 3 sets. He comes in the Trouble on Tatooine, which is what I'm reviewing right now, the Boba Fett Starship, and the Imperial Light Cruiser, all from 2021. And he goes for around $8 to $9. And I almost completely forgot. You can take off the helmet. There's no head underneath, which is kind of disappointing. That, I mean, it's not a big mystery that Pedro Pascal is the actor for Mandalorian, so I don't know why they couldn't have given him a face. It'd be nice to have a face for him. He's one of my favorite actors. And then under here you can see the back of his torso print, and I forgot to show that as well. But yeah, now we're done with the figure. Now for the next figure, this is probably a lot of people's favorite characters. We have Grogu, or the child, or as a lot of people call him, Baby Yoda, because they're too ignorant to call him Grogu. I'm kidding, but yeah, this is Grogu. And this is a very, very cute looking figure. I love the colors we got here, like the tan baby body with the dual molded olive green hands, and the head does come off. This is a separate head, and it's like a rubber head, so the ears are flexible and stuff, and it sits on there like that. So but it's a really nice little baby, and I love the fact that we're able to get them in this cheap set, because the other sets he comes in are very expensive, like the 2020 Razor Crest, which is like $120. Trouble on Tatooine is like $30, so that's nice to get. And then the Imperial Light Cruiser from 2021 and the 2020 The Child set. So other than the Trouble on Tatooine, everything else is very expensive. This is the first version of the Child. Another Child, or Grogu, comes in the Advent Calendar, which is a Santa version of him, or where he's wearing like a red suit. So yeah, you can also get him through there. But yeah, I love this figure. Not my favorite though, because I'm not going to be like other people catering towards the cutest character. My favorite's Mando, obviously, because of the awesome armor and just the way he does stuff. But yeah, I'm not like other people. But yeah, he is still a very cute character, and I love the big eyes. It's so cool. And he goes for around $6. Just these two pieces, $6. So that's crazy. Now for the Tusken Raider here, this is the same Tusken Raider I reviewed in the Obi-Wan's hut. But one thing I noticed is his staff is a different color. Well, I mean, I like the brown parts are brown, obviously, but the pointed tip at the end, the little blade, is actually a different color. The other one was the dark gray. This is a light gray. So I like how they're changing that up. Like we saw in the Book of Boba Fett, if you haven't seen that yet, spoilers, that I'm guessing like once you come of age as a Tusken, you get to make your own staff, and so that's why they vary in shapes and stuff like that. But it's pretty cool getting that in different colors, and it comes with the Tusken Raider head, the new one, with the silver spikes, so that's pretty cool. Nice to get a mold of that, other than the basic like head prints that we got way back then. And this is the third version of the Tusken Raider we've gotten. The first one was like a bald, or not a bald, but like a plain head with printing on it. And then the other one in 2015 is what introduced this mold, and this one is from 2020. And I love the details going on. I mean, you can't tell it, like if you take off the head, you can't really tell it's a Tusken Raider. Like if you change the hands out, you could definitely use this on a custom figure, and I love doing custom figures, so that's really nice. I love the leg printing too. The leg printing is amazing, and the back torso print is nice as well. So overall, just a great looking character. And this guy comes in 4 sets. He comes in the T-16 Skyhopper versus Bantha Microfighters. It comes in the Obi-Wan's hut, which I reviewed recently, and the Trouble on Tatooine, which I'm reviewing now, and the Star Wars 2021 Advent Calendar. So he goes for around $5. No, not $5. $3. Yeah. And I also forgot to mention one thing I wish they would do for the staff is that they would make a new mold for it. I mean, doesn't really resemble the staff very, very well. I mean, this part may be at the bottom, but the top part does not look like the little whatever it is called, a little circle thing with like the spikes sticking out. That doesn't really look like the staff. I wish they give us a new mold like that pike or the spear we got like with the Ninjago movie, the one for Nia. I know it wasn't introduced in there, but something like that. That's a good mold. Now for the builds of the set, we have 3 builds, including a speeder bike, a little hut, and a ballista. So the speeder bike here is a pretty cool build. It's very detailed, and I love how they use the detail to resemble it being like a piece of junk and not really like fresh out of the oven speeder bike. You know what I'm saying? But like this is like the one he used in that one episode. I forgot. I don't know what number the episode was, but it was the one he used to get through the desert to get to the Tuskens. And it's got quite a bit of, not really play features, but seats for everything. Like right here is the the little minifigure a baby holder piece, and they have it on there using the inverted stamp piece, so that's some nice part usage, and you can just fit Grogu in like that. That's very nice. And then you can also click the sniper rifle right there on the side. I don't really know if this is like a smart place to put the sniper, because Grogu could just reach over and pull the trigger and just like disintegrate everyone they go by. And then the pistol can go over here. You could swap it around if you want. And then Mando can sit right here, and he uses those little two studs and attaches to them on the back of his legs. And so that's nice. And then he can just clip his hands onto the handles there, so that's also nice that he can hold on. And then this part goes up and down. I mean, it doesn't go up anymore because Mando's holding onto it, but this part also moves up and down, but it's supposed to be fixed in one place. And I love the stamp pieces here being used to represent blasters, so that's pretty cool. And just a very detailed build. Underneath we have these clear 1x2s to make it look like it's flying, although it doesn't really give off a really good effect. But, you know, again, it's not supposed to fly, it's supposed to hover. You also have this piece right here as well to give the hovering effect, so that's pretty cool. Now, the sand hut is a really interesting build. It's not the most detailed because it does lack in the detail, but it is pretty cool how they got this dome kind of look. One thing I don't like are like the big gaps in it. Like, there's huge gaps. I wish they could have concealed that better, but then again, you can conceal them if you bring the walls out like that, and then there are no gaps. But then, again, it's not really much of a hut if it's like that, is it? It's more of like a wall. And those are on little hinges, each one. And then these little roof pieces are also on click hinges, so you can move them up and down. It's not the best or the most stable connection. They do keep falling apart if you move them up and down, but they're not supposed to be moved up and down. They're supposed to stay in place here as the roof. And there's a little pot off to the side here with a bone inside that keeps falling out. And then I don't know what this is, maybe like a plate of some kind. And then you can try and like get the Tusken to sit down here. No, never mind, doesn't sit down. Stand up, he can stand up there, cook his dinner with the rest of the tribe that's not included. And this little piece is like a little campfire, which is nice, and it's on another click hinge, so that can go up, and you can kind of like conceal the whole thing. Maybe, not really. It's not supposed to go up, but it's connected that way. And yeah, not much detail. I mean, if you have it like backwards like that, you could definitely use that as like a display kind of piece, or display it like this. Either way, it doesn't really matter. And then there's this pole in the middle I forgot to mention. Now, the ballista here is a very detailed build. I love the way this looks. This is the ballista they used to take down the crate dragon in that one episode of The Mandalorian. And so, it's very nice. On the bottom here, we have a 2x2 clear brick to hold it up for some reason. I don't know why these 3 legs aren't enough. I mean, they clearly work. I guess maybe it's for like when you push this down to shoot the spring missile, it doesn't like flatten like that. Oh, that's probably why. Yeah, I can see why that's there now. Okay, well, I'm just going to put that back. And yeah, all these feet are on click hinges, so they move up and down depending on your preference. And you can actually angle it by pushing this one up, maybe. Never mind, you can't angle it. What am I saying? There's a little wheel build here, which does spin, but it's not, like, made for spinning. It can spin very, slowly. You need enough friction to get it to move. And then there's some spinning wings thingies back here that are supposed to like wind up the ropes that do the ballista shots. And then there's a handle here, and then you can actually get the Tusken Raider to hold on to that, and so that's pretty cool. It's like a giant gun. He's got a gun. And then there's a spring-loaded missile right here, which shoots if you push down on the back. And so you get 2 of these in silver, so that's nice to get. And I love the way they did the crossbow sides here. It looks really cool. With these ones connected on I can't, they're clipped on here, and then they just get evenly separated with these 2 bars, and then this one right here are connected with this pole here, and they connect to the stamp pieces here, and then this modified 1x2 with the bar sticking out. So that looks pretty cool. One thing I don't like is how the top of the spring-loaded missile is not covered up and it looks a little sloppy. But other than that, it's a great build. The box of the set is a standard $20 box size, which unfortunately it is not $20. It was $30. I wish it was. On the front, you can see the set here with the white border and the Star Wars logo in black, which is pretty cool. I love the greeblin effect there. Greeblin, if you don't know, it's when they put like a whole bunch of random pieces to make texture on like a wall or something. So that's pretty cool. Up here we have Mando with his original armor from the first 2 episodes. Down here you see the Mandalorian, the logo, and the child, because a lot of people saw this movie, or not movie, the show, and they didn't really care that much about Mando. They all cared about the child, so he gets his own logo there. On the back, you can see more shots of the set, and this is the one with the tape and not the punch holes, so that's good. That's a plus for me. And the instructions are large size for some reason. Then again, some big sets have that, or smaller sets. On the back, we have the Win Robot. Fortunately, they still don't have a Star Wars character for this advertisement. Over here, we have an advertisement for the minifigures and of the sets that come from this wave. And here they are, the sets that come in this wave over here. Wait, why does Luke Skywalker... Is that just me, or is that a blue lightsaber up there? Isn't he supposed to have a green lightsaber? I don't know, that's confusing. And yeah, that's it. So overall, for $30, I don't really think it's worth the price, because it is a little expensive. I mean, I know this is the cheapest way to get these figures, but we have gotten them all before in other sets. I mean, the Tusken Raider has appeared in another couple, and Tusken Raiders appeared in cheaper sets, and I know everyone loves Grogu and Mando, so that's probably why they upped the price that much. But then again, there are some great figures. The Mando is amazing. The child is whatever, or the child is great. The Tusken Raider is whatever. But yeah, it's still pretty good. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It's definitely the price that doesn't do it for me, and maybe some of the builds, but other than that, it's still a good set. Definitely would recommend it if you haven't been able to get Mando and Grogu. It's the cheapest way to get them. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below, and let me know any other Star Wars sets you guys want me to review, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.